Alright guys, peace be to you all. Assalamualaikum. This is Omar Abdul Malik. Whew. So, today is my walk day. So, for those of you guys that are following me, know that I am training for my first ultra marathon. Specifically, the JFK 50 miler in Maryland. It's November 19th, 2022. I will be 54. So I'm hoping, Lord willing, if I'm still alive, inshallah. But I'm hoping to, finish in under 8 hours is my goal. So that means I gotta run about 2 marathons in under 4 hours. So I've done many marathons. I've done 20 marathons over the past couple of decades. It's about 1 marathon a year. And they're quite arduous because I prepare for them. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos that's got relatively young people saying, I'm going to run a marathon without any training. And they find out right around mile 15 that it's wiser to train for the marathon because you got 15 miles, you got another 11 miles to run. It's very difficult, it's a very arduous task. So, I've never done an ultra before, so this is crazy. This will be a new physical milestone for me. 50 miles, it's far. Woo. So, it's a long hill, man. So, what I'm doing today is just a walk day. I did an 8 mile tempo run yesterday. One of my sons and I, and today I'm doing just a recovery walk. So I've got on the 12-pound weight vest, 5-pound hand weights, and I'm just walking around the beautiful woods of Rock Creek Park. So I'm trying to build up my stamina and endurance. So I thought I would talk about something that somebody asked me about. And since it is Black History Month, I have mixed feelings about that. But and it's running while black. And if you've been following the news, also this is just last week. I think it was the guys who murdered Ahmad Aurbery. I'm not even going to mention their names. They lost their appeal for pleading not guilty to murder of Ahmad Aurbery. Of course, he was the black jogger who was murdered by these white guys, who essentially formed on a posse because he was accused of stealing, or they thought that he was one guy that was stealing. You doing hill repeats? Oh, that's awesome. Great. But this guy, what happened was they shot him. They wound up shooting him, and there was an issue made on people that were trying to advocate on behalf of his murderers that, well, Ahmad Aurbery, he really wasn't, or Aubrey, I'm sorry, Ahmad Aurbery, said his name wrong. He wasn't a jogger. He was there looking for something to steal, and he didn't find anything to steal, so he ran away when he was caught. I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. And the horrible thing is that some of these, it was some so-called black conservative that said that, whose name I will not mention either. And an issue was made of what he was wearing, and I think he had on khaki shorts, sneakers, and a t-shirt, which is can be a running outfit. Before I was able to afford, when I started running as a kid, I couldn't afford, what would be considered a real running outfit, quote unquote. So fancy shorts, running shorts, and expensive running shoes. Look at this guy, he's awesome. And a running singlet. So I ran in a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, and my khaki pants that had holes in them, so I cut them off and made shorts, and a $12 pair of sneakers, which were purchased at Kmart. And that was my running outfit. So you can say, well, here is this black kid running through this white neighborhood. He must have done something. Get him. You can't do that. But what I do is I've tried to, over the years, modify my outfit to look like a runner's outfit. So today, this is my walking outfit. I got on a overpriced my Hoka running shoes and weights and weight vest. But I like to think that I look like somebody who's working out. And I honestly don't believe, I haven't had any encounters in the past 30 years that I've been running. I haven't had any racist encounters. I'll say the past 30 years in Washington, D.C. I haven't had any run-ins with any police officers or anybody. Hey, get that nigger. He must have done something. Why is he running? He's running away from the scene of a crime that he may or may not have committed. It's never happened. So, like I said in my PA-related video, sometimes we can look for racism, we black folks, and if we want to find it, we'll find it. The Ahmad case was or Ahmed case, as I say, it's a very horrible, evil, unfortunate case, but I don't think it's the norm. And again, I'm basing this on my experience and the experience of my fellow black runners. I did have one instance where I was stopped by a police officer because I was sprinting past a group of embassies. And at this time, there was some conflict between the Israel and Palestine. There's always conflict, but this time it was really heated. And they had reinforced their embassy. I lived by the Israeli embassy in D.C. And I was getting off from work. I was dressed in all black. And the place where I was staying, my parents' house, was off of Van Ness Street, Van Ness, Washington, D.C., Northwest. So I would always sprint when I got off from work as a nursing assistant. I would sprint the last few blocks. So I'm sprinting. I run past this police officer. They had like this guard box that they stay in. I heard the guy scream out, "Ah! There's somebody there!" And this officer comes around in this car. And stupid me had my black book bag on. I was just head to toe in black at night. Like I said, I just got off as a nursing assistant, finished my evening shift. So it was like 11 p.m. And he said, I said, whoa. I said, I'm just running home. And he was really nice about it. He said, listen, you got to understand, you're dressed in all black. This is a high security area. You just kind of spooked the guard because he didn't see you. And you just flew past his guard box. So he was very polite, and I was polite. We went about our separate ways. He didn't slam me on the ground and shoot me like, where are you going, nigger? You're here to bomb these embassies, aren't you? I say all that to say, that just wasn't wise of me to do that. But it also was a wake-up call for me. I was in my 20s at the time. So I started wearing bright colors and in a reflective vest when I would go running when it was dark outside to actually look like a runner, but also so people could see me. And then, if I was running in a high security area, this is by, we have a lot of embassies and high security buildings here in Washington, D.C. Just kind of be aware of my surroundings, wave at the officers or whatnot. But that's it. But that's been my experience. Always have your ID on you, especially if you're a black runner. I keep my license on me and my insurance card, just in case I get hurt, incapacitated, and they have to take me to the hospital. But that's it for now, guys. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Peace.